3, 2, 1, go.
So I just woke up like an hour ago. I have not studied how Chipmunk plays at all. So this is going to be a very rugged cast from me. But Midu's a good boomer. So we'll see if he favors Empire Wars, he favors Regicide.
He's gonna go
And Chipmunk's
RM.
gonna go for Regicide.
Midu's doing RM. Yeah, let's be real here.
Fair, fair.
He picked random map in all his other games, I think, so
Hmm,
consistent. If you haven't been practicing, which he hasn't, you just gotta pick what's most comfortable. Hi, Eric. Good to see you.
fair. Good to see you, Eric. HLGF, but not yet. Yeah, Fluffy's been a bit under the weather, but he will be back, I think. Sudden death.
Midu. Okay. Yeah, Vans Empire Wars goes for. I think this is expected. I think this is went exactly as expected.
Hmm.
Usually, people that I
Yeah.
play against pick deathmatch though, so maybe I thought Chipmunk might leave it open, but I
Your
think if
bracket, your bracket has a lot of DMers though, so
yeah, I think if you don't, I think if like they don't pick DM, then they probably also don't want to play it. I feel like it's pretty black and white there. I feel like Regicide and Sudden Death are like those gray areas where you're not sure.
Hmm. But we did play SDS, so I think we are fairly familiar with sudden death mode now.
Yeah, for
Hyper
sure.
random ban. Chipmunk going for the most stable neutral ban. So that's gonna be interesting. Lagoon ban. Miru does not want to play Lagoon. Understandable. I do not want to play Lagoon either.
I don't think I've even seen a Lagoon game.
I did. I've seen Autocast the Lagoon game. And yeah, it was a shit show. Demos were used to kill a TC, dear friend. Demos were used to kill a TC.
I'm
So
curious to
CJ would
know.
have his pants down if he sees that game. Regicide Vinland
I
Saga.
feel like that's got to be wild.
Interesting.
Is it a
That's yeah, that's a wild one.
is it a tower start or a castle start?
It's a castle start, I think, but I'm actually not sure because some of the maps does fortress start instead of a castle start, so you don't get a unique unit from that building.
Yeah,
So that's just something to take note of. Or maybe it's just because I played hyper random and it was a fortress instead of a castle. But yeah,
I think
if it's a castle, then we'll see how the civs pick out. Sacred Springs, by the way, for Midu. I didn't know that Midu was a Sacred Springs enjoyer.
it's the most like I think it's the best map for RM if you just want to play an open map. So to me,
Wow, SD
I'm
comes
surprised.
in.
That's the
SD comes in is such a difficult map to play, by the way. It's like a very differently styled Atacama. Because the TC distance is so much closer. I really didn't like SD comes in. I played that against Andy, and wow, your early game is so much more crucial. Like SD, sudden death is always crucial to have a good early game because of the way the villagers snowball. But Kamzim is such a out show because of how spread out the resources are. It's like they took the worst parts of Land Magnets and Atacama and they combined it together.
yeah, I
It
think
is very good on other modes though, but yeah, sudden death is an ouchers for sure.
people have been doing the Sicilians on Compson. I've seen 3 games of that, and I played one, so I feel like that's a common strategy. There's only 2 things of gold, right? Like your main gold and then a side on the sides. So I feel like people who like
Yeah.
to do like Dark Age and already Feudal Age scrapping are just gonna go there. All right, you
What
got.
would you say was the most picked like map for your division? Because my most picked map for my division was Granbara, I would say. It's either Granbara or Hyper Random, but I felt like I played Granbara every fucking set for my division.
Vinland Saga Deathmatch. Most played.
Yeah, you definitely had the DMers in your one. Holy shit. Alright, I have the Civ draft loaded. Shall we continue shall we start?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
We know Midu pretty well
So
at this point. He likes the Saracens and he likes the Persians, and then he likes to play some of the new civs. I feel like that's a lot what he's been drafting. I haven't been paying attention to Chipmunk obviously as much, so
I'm not sure because none of the new Cs feel very good for these maps. I guess Kitans or Jurchens could be okay, but I mean, look at how spread out both maps are in terms of resources. I feel like Kitans doesn't want that, and Jurchens doesn't want that either. Like if the rest is so spread out, because Kitans want the pastures, and then Jurchens, well, Kitans get banned anyway. So
That's,
interesting. I guess Chipmunk just really doesn't want to play against the Kitan double blacksmith. An Italian ban for Mido. That's interesting. Is that for Regicide? Probably.
there's no actual water on Vinland Saga that has. Well, there's no fish, I should say. I think Medio though maybe just doesn't want to play against Italians if he plans on going captives. I don't know. Maybe he even scouted what Chipmunks played in the past, and
Maybe it does feel like a very specific one.
they're a pretty strong civ at the moment. I would say though. I think they're really flexible. Their win rate on Arabia is like pretty high. They're like an A tier civ there. They're good on other maps. Persians for both players.
Uh, okay, I'm busy doing something now. Sorry, but yeah, that is definitely a one. Oh shit! I didn't post a live message. Thank you, Otto.
Unbelievable. I didn't either. If I was supposed to,
Oops.
I'm just sending it. Yeah. Meanwhile, Mongols
Oh
pick
yeah, we
Chipmunk.
didn't post. I'll quickly do the post while J-Red talks about the draft. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I think Mongols could be the pick for an RM game. You have to lure the boar kind of far if you're gonna do one, or you can send vills out to the sides. You're gonna have to do that to do fish anyway. So maybe looking for like a strong feudal age civ.
What happened to your cam? Yeah. I'm trying to post on the stupid what now?
Yeah. Mongols could also be for the sudden death game. Maybe he wants to age up quickly and tower rush the front. Could be a thing.
Okay, I
Midu,
posted my message already. Sorry guys.
yeah, Midu goes Magyars. I feel like that also could be good on Sacred Springs.
Yeah, Sacred Spring Scout opening is really good. Mido just really showing how comfortable he is with Cav saves and way. No Hindustani pick, by the way. That's kind of interesting.
Banned.
Maybe Chipmunk didn't really scout Mido as much.
No, he banned it.
Hindustanis feels like a really good save against this draft.
He banned the Hindustanis.
Huh.
Four
That's
captives for Midu over here.
Yeah, this feels like really good like Hindustani or Gujarat game. Cause I guess Georgians is the only one that can really make a really strong infantry line. Persians? Do Persians get siege ramp? If they do, then maybe that might be another thing that Gujarat might struggle against. But
I
I feel like
mean,
Gujarat is such a good pick for Chipmunk versus Mido.
he didn't choose Gujar though.
Yeah, that's a bit interesting. Never mind, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Japanese Mongols way.
If I'm looking at game one here on sudden death on Kempson, I feel like
Yeah, this is gonna be quite the shit show.
it's
Do you
Mongols or
think they will play
Japanese.
the Do you think they will play the map or do you think they will play the mode
I
of this
I
one?
think Chipmunk's playing the mode, and I think Midu is just gonna play the game.
Oh shit, the image is being buggy. Sorry, hang on, Otter. I literally just woke up like a few hours ago. It just literally an hour ago. Oh my god. Shit is already breaking. Holy fuck, man. Okay, I got it rewinded. Alright. Do you have Capture H Pro by the way, Jared?
I do.
Okay, I have the what's it called? I have the game loaded up at like 0 seconds.
I'll load it in. You don't want to go for the SIP prediction, huh? I actually think it's either gonna be I think it's gonna be potentially a Persian mirror, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, it's Come Sim. The resources are so spread out. So I
Mongols,
have the game
Persians.
loaded up, but
Yeah, I'm booting in it. It's Mongols,
I
Persians.
would
That's
have
it.
expected Magyars here because Magyars can deal with an open map thing kind of okay. Like I think that they're okay with dealing with open map shenanigans.
I think it's an eight. I think people are gonna. My understanding is people want to do like feudal and dark age scrapping, and I just don't think. Like, if you think you're gonna play against someone aging up fast and going like militia line, you might not want to open scouts. I'm not sure. All right,
When are the King of the Hill commie games? Apparently my community's not interested. I used to have like AI community games and like stupid shit, but people just no longer available, which is sad.
you ready to start the game? I'm at 0 seconds.
Yes.
All right,
Can you count us down, good sir?
3, 2, 1, go. And sorry, I
So
need
it
to
is going to be Persians.
change my
Okay.
scene.
I guess. I mean, we do know that Persians are pretty good on sudden death setting. Harder to snipe TC, faster working time. But Mongols really like the openness of this map.
Yeah, and there's a decent amount of hunt here, enough to really warrant the bonus, right? Looks like we've got at least 4 deer and 2
Already pushing.
elephants. Yeah,
Yeah, he's already pushing. So yeah, this could be quite a interesting game.
I'm expecting Men at Arms Towers from Chipmunk, who by the way
Oh
has
my god.
a fantastic back gold. That is the safest gold I've ever seen. I don't think you could ask for a better gold.
Yeah. How are you doing, Ryder? Why am I wanted by the FBI, by the way? Everyone wants a piece of Reese, hot damn. There was a cartoon I watched a while back, Fairly Odd Parents, and then Timmy wished that he wanted to be the most wanted man on earth because he wanted attention, and then he got hunted down by every by every organization, and he was like, "Well, this isn't what I wished for."
By Trixie Tang. He's
Oh my
designed by
god,
Trixie
Ryder.
Tang. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh my god, you remember, man?
Dude, I watched so much Fairly Odd Parents. That's a
Yeah, that's
throwback.
such a good cartoon, man.
Yeah.
It perfectly encapsulates what happens if you give what was he, 10-year-old? What happens if you give a 10-year-old like that much power? Oh my god, fucking Ryder. Okay, I'm sorry. I do want to analyze the game, but god damn, Ryder.
Yeah. I think this if I was practicing for if I was practicing for this tournament, I could see Camson being
He's got a nice suit, by the way.
a good map to practice a fast build on. I expect Chipmunk to have probably done something like that. I think it's gonna be hard for Midu to deal with.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like Mongols just really struggles versus Persians, right? In the early state of the game. Like their CA, like Mongol CA will be nice, but then Persian can have knights raiding your base, or if they mess up the camel in time, they can outproduce the Mongol CA and murder him to death.
Nice of you to
Like, this
think
is
the
such
game's
a
gonna
tricky
get
matchup
there.
for Mongols.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be an absolute scrapper. I just kind of probably see the map going down. So
Mongol Drush is kind of good. Yeah, Mongol Drush would work, but I don't think he's geared up for Mongol Drush.
he's got 3 on wood,
I feel like you
which is an
have,
awkward
like, if
number
you
to
wanted
come
to
with.
go for an infantry opening here, I think you have 2 mana arm. I think Drush is just not gonna do enough damage. You're up against Persians after all. You need something with a lot of meat to push through with against Persians. Because if your Drush fails, right, then your eco isn't in a very good spot, and your opponent is Persians. So it's a very risky game for them to play Drush here. But yeah, I mean, Man at Arm can work against Persians. It forces them to not go scouts, makes them play an archer game, which will make them slower, and then you can counter with scout skill.
Chipmunk put 3
And
on
we're having the
wood.
lead now thanks to the Hun bonus.
Chipmunk put 3 on wood though, which I feel like is never the case with Mongols, because I feel like you just put 2 on wood literally no matter what, right? Unless you're going Men at Arms opener. But even if you were going for like a really fast archer build, it's still just 2 on wood, right? And then you compensate by throwing a lot on wood.
3
on
on
the way
wood
up.
is usually like a fast archer or a fast scout build. That's how I normally see it.
I don't see it that way.
4 on wood feels very ouch. Unless you're doing like a Man at Arm build. Good night, Otter. Thank you. And cheers, my friend.
I think 3 on wood is not for fast build orders. I think 3 on wood is like all
Oh yeah,
I do.
2 on wood. 2 on wood is definitely, yeah. I mean, because we're looking at Mongols, right? So you are right. A fast build for Mongol is usually 2 on wood.
Oh yeah.
But I think generally for other Cs, I think 3 on wood is still better. I mean, feel free to disagree because, like, you know, we do have a very different take on the how the game is approached.
I do 3
But
on
yeah,
wood if I'm going
both
like
players
20
are-
pop. If I'm trying to go faster than that, maybe I'll add a third to wood like later in the Dark Age, like around 15 bills. But if you're trying, because the thing is, you can do a clean if you push all your deer and do the boilers under your TC, you can do a 19 pop with no idle TC time with 3 bills on wood. But you know that
Chipmunk
seems a lot.
is playing an interesting build order. He skipped loom to click up, and he has very little on food. I have no idea what the build order is here. Is this a stable opening? Interesting. I'm really surprised.
I'm not a fan of it.
He didn't float enough food, I feel. He doesn't even have his upgrades. Yeah, he didn't float enough food and wood.
Well, you
feel like this
you
is
don't
such a
worry about
risky
horse
build
color
order.
when you play Mongols, bro. You do not worry about a horse color. That's just never
No, I
affordable.
mean like he's not getting double bit X is what I'm trying to say. Like he barely afforded the stable, and he's walling, he's not getting double bit X. This is such a risky play that requires you to kind of like play the early game a lot more. Like you are more stressed to play the early game well, because if you don't, you're behind in upgrade to your opponent. But Miru's skipping double bit X as well, so this might work out better for him. Miru needs to kill spears because he already lost his scout. He can't win the scout number war now, so it's better for him to rely on spear numbers. And then after that transition into either archer play or just a fast click up.
Yeah, well, I don't really understand also the full wall type situation here. Like, I feel like he would have been better.
Archer
Yeah,
opening after scouts.
which that's
But
good.
none on goal, so it's a scum opening.
I just don't think you need to invest in walls yet. Your woodline's already small walled, and your gold is next to your town center. So like, where like you're only going to be taking damage against archers at this point, right?
Yeah.
Which Midu doesn't have.
Not yet.
Although I say that.
One man. Well, that puts the veil difference at 1. So yeah, Persian bonus, man. Really good for sudden death setting. Every veil kill is important on sudden death, but as Persians, you have a faster working TC, so you technically get more veils for each 10-second rotation. Like one more veil for each, not 10-second, one more veil for each 5-minute rotation, which is pretty powerful. It adds up by a lot.
Yeah. I would say actually though,
he's
so
going
far,
archers.
yeah, I think things are fine for Midu, but the problem is if he doesn't scout out the archers early enough, then it could be a bit difficult, right? Because at that point you can't rely on
I think
your
he
spears.
can't though. I think he can't. But at least the archers won't have fletching. Like Chipmunk's very late to go, so at least he doesn't have to be like, oh my god, there's 5 archers with fletching. So at least he has a bit of leeway to react to this because his scouts are going forward.
Yeah, which is
He
this
will
is
spot
important.
the range, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will spot the range. So now he can prepare a countermeasure, either blacksmith with armor or scum.
I've
Which-
seen Midu just go for the blacksmith armor.
Yeah, he prefers that.
Yeah, which makes sense with Persiancy because they get the
Alright.
bonus damage against archers. So
Yeah.
it's
He's
a little
going for
easier
it.
to
He's got the
overrun them.
blacksmith now.
Yeah.
His farm count is actually really healthy, by the way. This is a really good farm count. The spears are out of position. The scouts are coming back.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal.
That's painful.
No
You
veil
will
kill
not
though.
lose a veil from this yet, though. Oh, the woman is not dead. Not bad.
Yeah, he just needs to park his spears here. I think like what he could do now is just wall stable to the blacksmith, and then he doesn't really have to worry about his gold being dove because I know he could kind of like trap red in there. The berries, then I would just leave the spears there, right? And that should get you covered for the most part. I think more so at this point, Midu's just gonna mass up and wait for the attack and then counter attack. But
Yeah, I think that's a good choice also. Because like armor is not that efficient versus scouts, but it's good against the archers. So and his farm count is really building up. So the longer Midu stays in the game and not take damage from Chipmunk, the better his position.
Chipmunk gonna go for a TC
Because I'm
dive.
gonna try to run under the TC. Not a great idea. Oh, lost some scout health there.
You do
He's
have,
going for attack over armor.
yeah.
Oh wait, no,
which-
he got attack and armor. Wow, this guy is so scary, man.
Oh, Chipmunk's
This
taking a
guy's
terrible
so scary. You
trade.
have to be careful of the spears.
Yeah.
No, attack is smart though because he has spearman, so attack is actually good here.
Yeah.
He will delay his uptime, but he knows opponents going archer also, so this is actually okay for him. Chipmunk has less farm count, so As long as Midu doesn't take damage, Midu is way ahead.
Yep. This is kind of gonna be do or die here.
Yeah. Okay, pull back.
The hill
Okay,
can
now
play
the spears
a
are
big
coming.
factor.
Yeah. He can fight now. He can fight now. A bit of a weird angle of the fight, but yeah, he does win it pretty hard. Wow, look at this guy. I think Midu is free to prepare to click up now. Oh, he sent a one villager by accident forward. He's sending him back now. Yeah, but that was a beautiful fight.
Yeah, this game's all Midu at this point. It's gonna be it should be a fast trade for Midu, although he doesn't have more food at the moment.
He's late to go. Yeah, he's late to go. He set the wrong rally point. I think maybe in the process of like microing his army, he rally pointed his TC by accident. So yeah, that's why it's just like running forward. Duh. So actually, J-Red, in Castle Age is actually I feel an even game between Mongols and Persians. Because if Mongols can get 2 stable going, then a stat mess will be able to be well against any Persian cavalry comp.
The thing though, gamer, is there's nothing stopping Persians from going CA with Parthian tactics. Especially in sudden death if you don't expect to go to Imperial Age.
That's actually true. Yeah, CA Parthian tactic botkin. What does Mongols do versus that then? Cause yeah, you're right. His CA fire faster, but Persian CA will have more armor. So, and it's not even like a bit of armor. Parthian is +2 pierce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's +2 pierce. So it's quite a powerful upgrade.
A good build pick for.
Fun fact. Yeah, that's really important.
Another thing too is just like
Mido has wheelbarrow.
I still think he could probably just commit to Cav and Siege as well. If he's up first and he gets a Siege Workshop forward, gets a few Scorps out, it's gonna be really tough to deal with that with CA as well. Like I think that would force Chipmunk. Camels are also on the field for both, on the table for both players if they want to go for camels. Midu's gonna definitely.
Yep.
We can see that he's committing to the stable play, which he's got. At this point, I guess maybe CA doesn't make sense because he has so much food, and he should just play into that food eco. Like he's got 19 farms, so.
Yeah, he has such a. I mean, this is what happens when you play the feudal game on Kamzim correctly. So now he has military lead. He's up first. I think Chipmunk just needed to balance his rest a bit differently. Because he put so much on go when he only had 1 range. And he got fletching, which will delay his uptime. So that will really hurt how he will fight against him in Castle Age. So if you rewind back, and if he reassign his gold views to food instead, and try and go for a click up to match the Persian, at least he will have a unit comp that can counter the opponent in Castle Age. But now we're late to Castle Age by probably a good 2 minutes. Okay, 1.5 minutes. So that's gonna be a bit tricky for Mongols to play this game.
Yeah, one thing I'm worried about though is I get the tower that Midu put down to guard his gold. He doesn't want any sneak archers. But like, what if Red just goes to the wood line instead?
Yeah. If Midu put like 1 or 2 on stone, then he can actually tower his wood line and tower the stone so that he's safe. He can even tower the gold behind his base. Man, the rest distribution is such a shit show on this map, seriously. It's just you can't really optimize your gold placement on this map.
I think like even just long hauling 40 or whatever it is, 50 stone wouldn't have even been bad for me.
50 stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also agree with you on that one. Alright,
yeah.
we're up first. Light Cav first, then Knights?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's Light Cav. We'll see if Knights get killed. No horse collar, by the way. So we will run out of wood very soon when these have to be reseeded. But we have a lead in the Light Cav department. Actually, Mongol crossbow is not bad, right?
Like no, it's fine. But the thing is, Chipmunk's overstaying here, right? Shouldn't he? He should. I would have ran immediately.
Yeah.
Like
he needs to keep the archer mess, and then after that go camel after crossbow. Like camel crossbow is Mongol comp here, I think, versus Persians.
Let's try to fun one here.
The Light Cav will murder.
I actually think this is as
Light
good of
Cav
an
will
engagement that he can get, though.
Yeah.
It is somewhat of a chokehold, and at the end of the day, the sphere still took all the hits, so they died quickly. And,
yeah. Do you like the iron casting here, by the way? I feel like you always still go armor anyway. Because you see your opponent making... You see your opponent might still stick with archer units here.
Yeah, I get why he did iron casting, but yeah, I probably would have done armor first. I think there was probably more damage being done by the archers. That's hard to say, though. And now he's gonna spot the triple
He sees
range.
3 range.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he needs second armor really badly now. Cause that's his only chance of like fighting head on against the CA. We'll see if a siege workshop gets plopped down, cause a lot of the wood is being used right now. This goes back to like not getting horse collar before laying down the farms. He's gonna be very strapped for wood for a while because of not having horse collar to replenish the farms. So he will be very low on the wood count replenishing those farms. But once he gets like horse collar in, he should be able to afford that siege workshop. Or maybe he might just skip horse collar completely and just go for siege workshop. We'll have to see. He will go for second armor first, which is the correct play here. Husbandry.
I think what's going to be tricky is what
He gets the wood line. Oh, there's so many veil kills.
that could be the game
Okay,
right there.
good
Honestly,
wall. We need to finish the wall though. Need to finish the wall. Oh no, the light calf. The low health light calf.
like I was saying, that could be the game right there.
GG.
You can't make CA if you don't have wood. So
Yeah. Wow. What a beautiful feudal opening from Midu. Wow, but he afforded 1-1. That is such a big deal though. 1-1, making scouts and having a few spears. That was such a good engagement for him.
I think Midu really just played a simple game. Just kind of saw what the opponent was going for and defended. I personally don't think many hard questions were being asked of him. But
Yeah.
I think I'm just disappointed that Otter couldn't do much with the Mongols here because I feel like using the faster uptime to get way more damage than he did certainly feels like it should be possible. So that's just my opinion. I think Men at Arms Towers gets a lot more damage guaranteed. Archers, the fast Archer build with the Mongols, I think is also a little more powerful. And because like when the scouts come out, it's like what kind of damage can you find? Like you are building your army first. There's something to be said for that, but the woodlines are small walled, and all the farms that are under the town center are really close. So it's like
Yeah, fast archer, like you're right? Fast archer, you just poke out a few spears and then you should be fine. Small wall your wood. Then if he tries to dive your TC, you can garrison a bit. Yeah, even fast archer build makes more sense here. But I guess he was afraid of the long term of Persian Knights. But then he still went CA anyway, so it's like, well, the whole point of it of not giving a very heavy investment into archer play in feudal is because you don't want to do archer play in castle. But then he do castle age CA play anyway, so it's like it didn't make sense why he played so conservative with his archers in feudal age.
yeah. I'd also
But
say
yeah.
that like in maybe RM, you don't want to go archers because you don't want to put your opponent into skirmish for your CA switch because then people will go like skirms and boom. But that's not really a possibility in sudden death. So like
Sudden death, yeah.
if you force him onto skirms and you add a siege workshop, that's already tough for the skirm player. He'll probably want to add something else. And since you're always committing to one TC, you could also add in some knights to snipe the skirmisher players siege. So that they're like the skirmishers obviously still good, but I think they're not as effective.
All right. Game 2 will be Vinland Saga Regicide. So Regicide, for Vinland Saga, I feel like this is where Chipmunk busts out the Persians. Then Mido could potentially go Georgians because I think Magyars get too hard countered by the camel.
I agree.
Georgians or Berbers versus Persians. That's my prediction.
I think Georgians are good. I actually think the Japanese could be pretty strong in Vinland Saga.
Yeah, fast click, fast archers. That could be a possibility as well.
You're gonna have to make a lot of camps on this map. The woods in the middle, you'll be making a lot of lumber camps. The mill situation's also pretty awkward. I think men at arms
But I think
shenanigans could really threaten woodlines on this map.
yeah, he might go for Berbers actually, because Berber has the faster walk speed. Maybe he'll go Berbers so that they can walk to the middle more easily. That's also another option.
I think Georgians is the best. And then I think if I was playing, I would be under the assumption that Midu was going Georgians personally. Not that really changes
Georgian
too
would
much.
definitely be better. Yeah, because Georgian have the mill card, so you can just build one building and gather your 2 ball, and then you will be fine.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna end up playing the Japanese, I think it'd be better on Vinland Saga than Sacred Springs. Sacred Springs, I feel like you do have to build a mill out there.
Sorry, I just saw the what
with men at arms, but I think having good cavalry on Sacred Springs is pretty important.
Yeah. So the Vinland Saga save for Chipmunk isn't what I expected, by the way. I will just spoil that for you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put it in. So
Hey, it's that save that not many people like. I will fight people on that though. I think Wei is the most underrated Three Kingdom save.
okay,
Because it has a very specific strategy you want to play. And that strategy isn't very good
with the way.
if your opponent knows how to play against it. Because the thing with Shu and Wu is that you know what is their ideal play, but they are just so good at it that you can play around it. Wei feels like it's not good enough at that or at its strat that it can just finesse the player into like, oh, I'm just very good at this style of opening. And I say
Um,
that with a very high win rate on Wei, by the way.
I think
I
way
have like a
is.
70% Wei win rate, I think. Something like that.
I think
I
way are tough
remember
to
I
play
won
against,
a
man.
fair.
I think
You
way,
think Wei are tough to play
yeah,
against?
because they're gonna play a more conservative feudal age and get eco techs and try to greed out feudal, which I think it can be hard to find damage. And then if you don't find damage on way in feudal age, I feel like they just fucking take over and cast. Like they hit castle age, start making Jambé riders really cheap, really hard to deal with. They have more vills than you. You go range units ideally to counter
Mm,
them, and then they switch it to Tiger Calf. Like I feel like that combo. It's just like I think it's like the how strong that the way can be with their eco in the beginning castle age, and then you add on the fact that how mobile their army is, and it's they're even if you
no,
just
no, that is fair. Holy shit, Kita
Hikita, thank you
rating
for the
J
raid.
Red with 42. Unbelievable.
Wow, that's I'm finally on at a time that's like after her stream, the first time in history. Yeah, so we're
For the
casting
first
a
time in
pick and mixer two
history.
tournament match between our TSC's very own Midu and Chipmunk. So we're in game two now. Game where
Uh,
we'll do the countdown
uh,
or what?
sorry, J Red,
Go on.
Vinland Saga is game 2
Game three, right?
because
Or what? Or what?
because
No.
Chipmunk lost, right? So
No. Let me see.
is it labeled that differently?
Let me see.
Was it labeled differently in the set? I downloaded my Rex off Insights, by
I
the
have
way,
here
because
Chipmunk versus TSU Midu game two. Click on it. Persians, Magyar, Sacred Springs.
ha, when I downloaded from Insights, this was game 2. So either it was wrongly labeled or something
Maybe.
went weird.
Well, maybe Chipmunk just picked Midu's home map.
Okay. Sorry, chat.
Alright.
What's
I'm at zero
sorry.
seconds.
No, this one is my bad. This one is my bad. Because I went off. I downloaded off like the order it was played on Insights. So
You could be right.
that's
I'm not going to put anyone on blast. Someone did help me out, send me the replays because Microsoft
yeah, that's
didn't want
damn
me to
weird.
open it. So, you know,
Never mind. We do sacred screens first.
we don't have to. We can go. I can switch to the other one.
Yeah, this is gonna be very tricky.
Let's just do Villain Saga. I'm making the executive decision. We'll do Villain Saga. It is his home
You
map,
know,
right? It is his home map.
yeah. I feel like there was just some incorrect labeling
Yeah, no
or
problem.
something
No
because
problem.
like yeah.
All right, I'm booting it.
Never mind, it's fine. These players were probably tired after playing their set.
Okay, I'm at 0 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and count us down.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
By the way, I do apologize to Midu and Chipmunk if let's say the Rex were labeled in the correct order and I was just being a dumbass. But yeah. Georgian Castle on Vinland Saga. That's gonna be tricky. Yeah, no name, we're co-casting. And we will probably be playing TGs after this, we will see.
Yes.
No
Regicide.
ball pool, by the way, on Regicide. Yeah, no ball pool, by the way, on Regicide. That's a little bit unusual.
Midu's going for it.
Usually we have very early ball pool on Regicide map, but yeah. Looks like Midu preferred a more stable opening. He's heavy on wood though, which is a bit of a mistake. You generally don't go on wood so early when you're playing Regicide. you are food heavy on Regicide to click up.
Yeah, but I think some Regicide maps are more like FC. So you probably still wouldn't go on with that early,
Point,
but
actually. Yeah, that's a pretty good point actually. I feel like you can't play feudal on this map then. Wait, no, you can because you eventually want to move out. What?
no,
So
you
if
definitely
your
can play
opponent,
feudal. I definitely think this is a feudal map. I'm just saying like for some build orders, maybe you put some on wood towards the end of the Dark Age. I don't even know if you have to. I think you would lean a little bit
yeah,
with that
but
Castle Age or feudal, but
yeah. No, you're right, you're right. I just don't like it here because like Wei Yu Yu versus Georgian Yu Yu. Georgian Yu Yu should beat Wei Yu Yu.
the thing is like both of their unique units, they cost a lot of.
Rest, yeah. You
Yeah.
got a bot.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Gotta go
mod.
over there. Gotta
Mods,
go over
we
there
need to
and
kill
ban
the
him.
bot.
I'll do it. I did it myself because I'm a strong,
Yeah.
capable man who don't need no mods. Also, please don't leave
Yeah,
mods. I
let's
need you.
go.
I was just kidding. I love you,
Yeah.
mods.
I need you though. I need you though, J-Rat. You are such a smart and strong and handsome player. But you're not Test though. That belongs to Chef. Okay, mining camp going down. No, there was a bot. There was a bot on J-Rat's channel. The bot has been disposed of, but there was one.
Yeah, they try to sell you the best viewers on Twitch, but I already have the best viewers on Twitch, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, look at ya. I like the meal next to the deer, by the way, for Chipmunk. I kind of wish Midu did that too, but Midu has vils that can deposit deer meat into the new card, so I think it's fine.
Chipmunk's build order has been a bit cleaner. I don't know if Midu is trying some version of an FC. It doesn't look like he'll have the food for it. Yeah, it's just way too much wood, man. I think it's very clear that he just doesn't really know any build orders for this game mode, so he's probably like trying his best to improvise.
No, he probably doesn't know what the Georgian build order is because he put too many vils on wood so early. And on Regicide, you actually have more than enough wood to build your buildings and click up. So I think Miru's mistake was just not knowing Georgian's early meal card means that he can just put everybody on food and then just go for it. Cause if you think about it, Georgians will have way faster click up time than Wei, unless they're going for FC, which is what Wei is going for right now, by the way.
How do you
That's why
feel
he's
about that?
playing the way he is.
I feel like that's not, no pun intended, not the way. You skip Ecotex, and then I think that's the bigger thing. You skip Ecotex. Like, getting into Jambe Rider quickly, though, is not hard to do. You don't really, you know.
Yeah, and this is not a Jambe opening too, because this is Blacksmith Market. This is like a boom opening, and this is gonna be so tricky if Mido opens like a normal feudal opening. Because even though he won't be able to do much damage on the main island because of the castle, he will be able to deny the Wei player of the rest around his base, and that's gonna be very important. You will run out of wood very quickly on your main island because you have so little trees.
Midu going for a stable. He still has just so much wood. I guess he just drops Ecotex and a bunch of farms, right? Like,
yeah. Double BX, horse collar. Just agree that your opponent will be up to castle. It's probably an FC opening, and just make a whole bunch of farms, tire it out, click up at 30 vils, and you're fine.
I think though, if I'm in Midu's shoes, I honestly would not know that 19 pop uptime in Regicide is a fast castle. It wouldn't register to me. I would think without any scouting that my opponent's going aggro.
Yeah, well, this is why like this is a map that you can't. This is a mode that you kinda have to practice a bit on because of how different the openings and the strats are on this map. So I don't blame Miru for not knowing, but the Georgian build order thing could have been slightly something that he prepped for. Midu is approaching the click up rest, by the way, so not the worst for him. He will have more vils, so Georgian can drop Fortified Church and do Knight Monk against Wei. And if Wei opens Boom, then actually Midu is fine because Midu has more vils, so he will have the early eco lead at the very least.
Yeah. Also, by the way,
Yeah, it is an FC boom build.
Midu
It is
almost
an
had
FC boom build.
he almost had a Vil snipe because Chipmunk skipped him, so he's getting it now. Midu saw both of these, the Market and Blacksmith, so he knew right then and there was going to be an FC, so I think he's prepared for this. Chipmunk's actually able to afford a Tiger Cavalry, which is a really strong unit. Has a base of, what, like 3 Pierce Armor? 4 Pierce Armor? So they actually can
Yeah.
just they actually just don't give a shit about arrow fire, and yeah, it's gonna be really hard for me to deal with that
The
until
tricky
nights are on
thing,
the
like
field.
you said, right? The tricky thing, like you said, is that if Midu gets eco text now and goes monk, maybe monk. What's the UU of Georgians called?
Manaspa.
Monaspa. Monaspa. Yeah. If Midu goes monk Monaspa siege, I think he still has a chance of clutching this game. Armor first, by the
Yeah,
way.
maybe this is a tough order. No matter no two ways about it, because at first he's gonna have to deal with the pressure of these two Tiger Cav, and he
Yeah.
knows behind that there's two C's being
One
put down.
spear. Yeah, one spear. Castle is fairly close. Yeah, but this is a pretty tricky goal position to defend. Okay, forces the retreat. The faster Midu registers that he needs to go for Monaspa Monk, the better for him. There goes the Monaspa. That's good, that's good. Okay, that's step 1. Okay, step 2, we need fortified church. I actually won't put the farm down on the top position. I will actually go for a fortified church there, because I think it optimizes all the farms and go. But that's just because I'm such a nerd with the
Yeah,
optimization. This is still quite okay. It won't reach as many farms, but yeah, I mean, this is still quite okay.
I like this
The
a
one
little
that
bit
he does
better,
build.
even though it's not max efficiency. It is part of a greater wall. I don't know if you want to get the one tile farm. I don't know if I would even want to sacrifice that, and probably he'll end up making a second one. So. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is gonna be a really tough game for him. Like he knows, yeah, okay, opponent aged up faster. He's trying to boom. I need to find damage. I think if Chipmunk is kind of aware that he's gonna, yep, there's his monastery. Like it's gonna be really tough business sieging these town centers with monks defending. I mean, and
Yeah,
like
Monaspa is particularly weak to Monk, because UU just gets really hard hit by Monk unless it's a cheap UU like a Showtell or okay, not cheap lah, but they are okay trading versus
a
monks.
Karambit warrior. There you go.
A Karambit warrior, yeah. Well, Karambit is actually a really good counter to monks.
Yeah, Karambits
They're so fast
are
and they
so
do so
funny.
much damage. See, Eric. And
Nah,
Monaspa will kill the Tiger Cavalry pretty easily, since they have more melee and attack than the Tiger Cav. And the Wolf will join the Monaspa in the assault.
I think Chipmunk's just
Although he is
perfectly
aiming for
happy
the
to have
Monaspa.
Midu chase him around though. Like as long as Midu's chasing him, he's got
Hey,
TCs
Hitman
running.
Frank.
Although the food eco for
He
Chipmunk's
is adding
actually
the
not strong enough.
He's adding the siege. I actually don't like him going for siege first. I actually prefer him going for double monastery than siege. But that's just cause I like my monks. And then you can potentially get atonement monk, cause you know that your counter to Monaspa is a monk. So you can go like atonement monk and atonement what's it called? Atonement sanctity monk, and then after that your cavalry win the fight and then you add siege later. He's going for Mangonel, which I also don't like. Monaspa go better with Ram than Mangonel.
Yeah, but he might not feel like he can dive 10 center yet, right? So
Well, he has 1 armor already, which is more than enough. Opponent hasn't had fletching yet, so I think it's still okay for him to dive.
I don't think so.
Like he's not way Tiger Cavalry can dive TC with no armor upgrade, but
I think, and this is another approach. I might even consider having just gone for
Monaspa.
a
Where are the
Scorpion here.
Monaspa? Okay, there we go.
I think
Yeah, Scorpion will be quite good. Actually,
the
yeah.
important part of this is that he's actually just idling these villagers, right? So like while
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
waiting to mess up and get the coffins, he needs to dive the town center. He can try to keep them from working efficiently. But Chipmunk still does not have that much food eco, right? So his idle TC time is crazy. So it's like, yes, he has 3 TCs, and that might make someone nervous if you think he's actually producing from them. But the reality of the situation is that he's not. Although, of course, he has ahead bills. Part of that being due to the fact that he has, what,
Yeah,
3,
TC very early,
and he had 3 from his eco bonus.
So it's a very small thing, J-Red, but you said waiting. So I was like chuckling a little bit because you said he was waiting for it. Anyway, he will spit the Monaspa, which is not too bad. Monaspa still have quite a lot of damage compared to Tiger Cav. So once Midu gets Bloodlines, he's fair against Tiger Cav. Because Bloodlines benefits Monaspa more than Tiger Cav because of their high armor value. Why no fortified church? He put one at home already, which is for efficiency.
Oh yeah. Elo, this is like about 1500. Hold on. I'll pause for a second. Let me see if I can show Elo.
Oh, sorry.
That's my bad.
Let me know what time you are later. Then
I just did it immediately. I'll just show Elo. Here we can do a little soup work. Let's see what Midu is currently rated.
I don't like that Chipmunk's being conservative with his monks, by the way. He needs to be the monks need to be forward and trying to push the Monaspa away from attacking. Monks conservative doesn't make sense here. Because yeah, he can go raid your eco, but if he raids your eco, he won't be able to pressure the forward, and pressuring the forward is more important than raiding the eco in the original base TC. This map is all about maintaining control of the middle. It plays like a land version of migration. So you do want to secure the middle, and Midu is securing the middle very nicely.
Yeah, man, I'm at 18. I'm at 1825. Also,
Yes,
Beastfire, thank you for the follow.
To 1825. Did you hear my little comment about how Vinland Saga is approached?
Yeah.
We love TSU, Fluffy. All right, you can count us down when you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Also, thanks Capture Age. It gave the point to Chipmunk instead of Midu. I don't know why. Must be it thinks it's positioning base, so that's yeah. Okay, armor coming in for the Tiger Calf. I actually prefer attack here for Tiger Calf against Monaspa, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, here come the monks. That's gonna be a bit tricky.
Yeah, this is scary.
Here's the question. Yes. Yeah, here's the question. Will Midu go for Devotion here? Devotion is easily like 1.5 Monaspa for him. So, oh. Yeah. Man, the Mangonel doesn't do that much damage.
Well, the thing is, they'll regen, so it's not the end of the world. I think I think it's worth getting Devotion. I would even consider just making some light cav to try to snipe the monks and put them on a separate control group. Seems crazy, but if you're committed to the 1TC push, I think it's pretty necessary. That or you just have to summon him and ask, but you don't give a shit if they get sniped.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck, man.
But like,
you don't give a fuck.
He's gonna have a stable to get the upgrades anyway, so you know.
Yeah. No, actually, I really like Midu's approach of 1TC. Like Georgians is very similar to Persian in that they can afford to go for 1TC because they have an eco boost to help them like smoothen out the.
Oh, yo, Chipmunk's king was ungarrisoned from the castle by accident and came forward.
Yeah. Yeah, this is how taxing the APM is.
Oh no.
Another group of Monaspa is coming forward.
This is worst case scenario for.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the light cap edition like you said, but Midu's still a little low on food count, so maybe he doesn't want to consider light cap edition yet.
There was 3 conversions there. That's brutal. Yeah, and one monk's still alive.
Yeah, I would prefer Devotion to light cap here. It benefits all your units rather than like you have to micro that light cap. So I would prefer it.
I just feel like so much wind was taken out of his sails on that play. Like that's really gonna hurt his ability to push anymore. Because like if we look at the res of military, Chipmunk's actually ahead in res spent on military, right? And he also has a 16 villager lead.
It boils back down to what I said earlier, that Midu needed monks together with the army to help the fight a bit. And like I said, like
oh no,
not even Devotion, but Atonement is such a nice tech to grab because it forces your opponent to respond accordingly. So by the way, if you go for Atonement Monk, right, the counterplay is either Light Cav, which is very food intensive, which is good, that's what you want here, or you go for your own Atonement. But Wei doesn't get many of the monk techs. So I
think Midu's eco balance has been way off this game. Prior to this town center, he had like 17 on wood. He had way too much wood. Yeah, not enough on gold. His farm count was fairly low for a while. I think he was only on like 9 or 10 for quite some time. So obviously the game's APM intensive. We can't all be Hera, but I think that also like I think at this point he's actually kind of defaulted now to making it a second town center because he just needed to offload the wood. But he can't really outboom at this point, so there's going to be a spike later in the game for Chipmunk that I'm not sure how Midu will deal with.
Yeah, I feel like Chipmunk has this in a bit of a better position. But we'll see how Midu can do this. Hey, but My doggo has come to give me some encouragement for the cast. Good girl.
He has made a scout, so I think he's considering adding like cap to this. It's definitely gonna die before getting a snipe in there.
Yeah.
Maybe Midu should look for a dive on the main island. It's kind of risky with the castle being there, but I feel like at this point, like this part of the map and where the wood is for Chipmunk is just so well guarded. That's where he's expecting him to strike from.
I will say this though, J-Red. I feel like Midu's position is a little bit worse in terms of his base spawn compared to Chipmunk. Like look how far away his goals are from his main base. So optimizing goal was going to be an issue to begin with. Now that I look at the way the base has spawned. For Midu.
Midu also had a similar.
We're grabbing relics.
Midu also doesn't have a lot of access to stone.
Yeah. Which is fine, only one caster Monaspa is needed, but good snipe on the monks and he will win that fight pretty convincingly.
I think.
Do we have husbandry, by the way? I'm quite surprised that he managed to catch up to the monk. No husbandry and he managed to catch up. Wow.
Second armor.
Look at this man.
Yeah, that was a huge. I think just Chipmunk was slightly a bit late on the monks, but also he didn't body block the monks using his own cavalry mass. I feel like that kind of play shouldn't happen, but again, APM's tough. You can't be looking everywhere.
Yeah. So I just want to point out before the next fight happens, Tiger Cavalry are a unique unit that will level up their stats when they kill enough units. So you can see this Tiger Cavalry has +3 attack and 1 to 5 health. So I don't know what's the number of units it kills to get its promotion, but yeah, that guy had like +1 attack and +10 HP. We're fighting under the TC fire, but remember the TC only has fletching and the second armor just come in. So Midu is very confident to dive TC and kill so many villagers. Oh my god, this is a massacre.
Destruction, as them would say.
Yeah, and this is the thing that Midu needed to hope for, and now the Veil count is even. And Midu has a skyrocketed
he's gonna ETC. Advantage. He's gonna get 15 more Veil kills potentially.
Yeah, this is so good for Midu, man.
Another thing that we haven't talked about yet either, right, is as good as a unit that Tiger Cavalry
have come out.
As good as Tiger Cavalry is as a unit in the situations where they're good, especially in Castle Age, they have no melee armor, so they're not the unit that you want to be making against Monaspa. Right, so he was relying heavily on monks. Like, yes, they have a lot of HP and a lot of attack, so that not like the most useless unit. But yeah, they were outclassed there by a good margin.
I wouldn't mind. Actually, I wouldn't have mind J-Red a transition to Hei Kwang after the initial Tiger Cavalry.
Yes.
Because Hei Kwang trades better against Monaspa compared to Tiger Cavalry, like you said.
Yeah.
And he's out of goal on the main island, so it's up to him. But he has no map control. How is he gonna afford any of the good units? Oh, but he's tanking Castle Fire Midu. He will lose quite a bit of HP of these Monaspa. It's gonna be a bit tough.
I don't even think he really cares because Red literally 100% of the eco.
Replace.
Right.
Opponent is up to him, so he can't replace the vills that he just lost. Yeah, that's.
Oh, he's gonna find these berry villagers too. You see this on the bottom part?
Oh no,
brother. Wait.
Does Midu have this?
Huge. Yeah, he does. I'm 100%.
Does Midu have this? There's no way. It's so hard. Oh my god, the way parts are just so much today. This is so hard to come back from. We are now on an almost 30 veil deficit. It doesn't even matter if Midu doesn't have that many eco tags. He's just so much more ahead in the veil count right now.
Here's what Chipmunk should do. Make a dock and put his king in a transport ship. And when he's up to Imperial Age, get dry dock and just run like hell.
Man, that's a way to. Wouldn't that be considered griefing at this point? Okay, nice. Running around from both angles. Kind of a slight mistake by Midu to not get husbandry against monks, but I mean he doesn't care. I'm surprised by how well the Monaspa can move even without husbandry. Unless there's somehow a capture age bug where he's actually researched husbandry and it's not.
Yeah, and nothing is right.
No, that rotation in with the Monaspa was an unintended beautiful play.
Okay, he actually is getting Ningguang armor though.
Yeah, he's getting Ningguang.
That's a huge deal.
Would that be enough though? Would that be enough?
No, I don't know
whether that would be enough. There's just so much Monaspa on the field right now.
Yeah, I think was it +4 armor, something like that, or +5?
+4.
Yeah, +4 melee armor.
+4.
So I think it could swing the fight right now, maybe. I mean, there's still a lot more Monaspa, it just kind of raised the question. But the thing is, like, his military is not going to be any larger anytime soon. So at that point, like, as soon as Midu hits
he
it,
has to
also,
go for it.
yeah.
He has to go for it. He doesn't know, by the way, that there's a second TC next to Midu's base. The farm visual thing is a bug, for those of you wondering why the farm shows. So if you look at Red's perspective, it looks like there's farms on Midu's base, but that's a capture H bug. He doesn't actually see those farms.
Okay, he's gonna go for the fight here. The Tiger Cab right now are at 6 melee armor.
This is like the best fight he could go for.
There's a huge attack deficit though.
Yeah, the surround is a bit better for Midu. And
oh, Midu's going for the ramp train.
Midu, you beautiful son of a gun. That is. Stay in castle age and go for the castle crumbling action. I don't like him taking the castle while taking this fight, but I don't think Midu cares. He just has so much more Monaspa. Yeah, the Ming Guang doesn't matter.
Yo,
there was no Ming to it. There was no Guang.
I'm just saying, my transport idea doesn't sound so bad when you see Rams coming out your castle and you have nothing to guard. It would be grief, but it would be funny. Yeah, that was a good game. I mean, I think that one interaction where Midu was able to snipe the monks just pretty much turned the whole entire game around. Like, I think even like 3 or 4 conversions there could change that fight, but I think Chipmunk's commitment to the Tiger Cavalry was misplaced. It's like you said, I think he just switches to He Guang. He's already got a stablemate, so he can get bloodlines in husbandry anyway. So
I must say though that Midu managed to make this game work without Monk, because in my head, Monaspa Monk Siege is so much a better comp than just pure Monaspa, but Midu just finessed his way into victory, which was just, does Wei get camel? No, Wei is not a Wei is not an African or a steppe Sith, so they don't get it. Which is kind of funnier, but whatever. In history, Wei were the closest to the nomads, the steppe nomads, compared to the rest of the Chinese. So technically, they should have access to camel, but because of game balance, they didn't have it. So yeah, I'm more surprised that Wei didn't have Halberdier. I guess. Oh wait, no, they do have Halberdier, just no last armor. Okay, then it's not that bad. Wei had a superior army to Shu for a very good part of the Three Kingdoms era. So I was kind of surprised with the way they balanced Wei around. Shu made sense to me, but Wei was a bit of a interesting. Right, we're on to game 3.
Yeah, I'm booted up at 0 seconds.
This guy is on the ball, man.
Yeah.
This guy's on the ball.
This is the home map for Midu. It's a play all 3, so that's why we're there.
Yeah.
This one's going to be...
technically, regardless, we had to cast all anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, and this one's going to be random.
There's another way punt for you guys.
Last game was Regicide. The one before that was Sudden Death. Now we're on random map.
Good old RM, the classic on Sacred Springs. Okay, get ready to count us down, Jared. I'm at 0 seconds.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Can I say first that I really like playing this map on EW? Because on EW, you actually don't care. You just park a bunch of spears at the little fish, and then you go for either a fast click or a shenanigan game. So yeah, I really like this map on EW. On RM though, the early part's gonna be a bit tricky because there's no berries. So clicking up is gonna be a bit tricky. You are very tempted to go for both pawn and be greedy, but yeah, there's just not much walkway for the villagers if they want to run away. So
you go for double pawn? Yeah, no, that's crazy. I feel like you just go one.
Yeah. No, but I mean like that. The first time I played this map, I was just like, man, I really need the food. I'll go double mill, and wow, that was such a mistake. The scouts just killed one side completely, and I just lost so many vills. And then I was like, oh, this is game over, I think.
Dude,
there's no way I can come back from this vill deficit.
Midu's resources are incredibly in front of his base and wide open, and you go over to Chipmunk. This guy has got the best gens for gold like in this whole set. This is also just some of the craziest gold I've seen.
I think that's just bullshit. Like the wood line spawns perfectly around Chipmunk, but on Midu it's just like, you know what? I think you have been too dominant in this series. Let's nerf you a little bit.
Midu's woodlines are also fucked. He's taking the one that's like closest to his town center, which is kind of towards the front. There's a lot of good options. This long woodline for Midu or for Chipmunk will be the selection, which I think is natural.
I will say this though, it's kind of bullshit that technically Chipmunk's 4th wood line is close enough to his base that it can be considered a 4th wood line. And then we don't look at how far away the wood lines are for Midu's base. This is like
Yeah.
20 tiles? 20 tiles? No, this is 18 tiles. Sorry, this is 18 tiles, which is still damn far away.
Yeah, we're gonna probably not see much shenanigans in the Dark Age or early feudal with like militias or bill rushes, just because. Well, Midu's kind of here to lure the boar. I thought he would maybe was gonna set up a mill here. Chipmunk as well is not committing to the fish. Do people not commit to the fish? I would. Is it not worth it?
No, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Like I think what I would do.
Slightly block.
I would pull the boar from the side that I'm not milling. So maybe red is gonna put a mill up there on the right side, and Midu's gonna put one on the left side.
No. You're right. You take the ball from one side, then you mill the other, and then you
Right.
pull the ball later, because you're sending the bills there anyway. Yeah, they're not milling the fish. It'll be a slow game for sure for this map. Then.
Man, I know in
They're both
TGs
opting
it's
for-
always just like bill fights galore when you both go on the
Yeah.
same side. Okay, we've got a lot of vills coming out here. Beastfire says, I've seen pros skip
seen
lumber
pros
camp and send
skip.
5 to 9 vill. Yeah, 5th to 9th vill.
Yeah, the shawfish is just so much more worth it, honestly.
And then they cut straggler trees, I guess. Yeah, that's probably the
Yeah.
fastest way to get
It's
the
more
age
worth
up.
it.
Yeah,
The shawfish gathers way faster, so it makes sense that they would rather do straggler with lower wood count than skip the shawfish.
yeah. Oh, that's really insightful, actually.
Yes.
I have never thought about that.
Yeah. Something to think about when you play your stat, J-Red, because I think you qualify also, right?
No, I did not qualify.
Do you really?
I did not.
Are you not gonna play?
I did not practice. Is my excuse. I won a few games, but I lost every set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I had literally never played deathmatch, and then the first game I played is against like the ranks 3 deathmatch play or something. I got wrecked.
Yeah, there's definitely an ouches.
I
I
lost
feel
all the
like
deathmatch games like easily.
yeah, you put a couple of spears to defend the villagers. And no, Midu is sending 7 to the shawfish, so he does know how it plays, but I guess he was waiting for a higher veil count before sending. This is
Yeah,
gonna be a tricky map for Magias, by the way.
I don't
Magias.
like Midu attacking the vills. I don't know if that was on purpose, but like especially when you're Magyars, you want a full health scout, right? Waiting for foraging.
Yep.
Just in general, you wouldn't want to do that, but I think it's like even more punishing. And Chipmunk will be up first, despite having like somewhat similar build orders. Like the extra food, I think for the Persians is kind of the difference. And Midu,
Don't forget that he went on shawfish much earlier, so that's a really big difference. It's a few seconds difference, but when your opponent is Persians, but when your Sith is Persians and your TC works faster anyway, those few seconds are just so important for Persians.
and we've got walls coming up for Chipmunk.
Hey, Invader.
So he's gonna go and put down a Rax and then wall wood up. This makes sense. I mean, I think he's got a very easily wallable base. He could then do woodline to woodline on the bottom there, and then Midu can pretty much only come in from one side.
This is also good because like it's easy to defend this particular lumber camp because archers will have to walk such a far distance to get there, and scouts can be just negated by small walling. So
Yeah.
this is a really good lumber camp. So on the off chance that there is an opening of archers, that's why normally the way you wall your base is towards the sides of the map. So we'll see if Midu will commit to that. I will say that Magias definitely has to play aggressive on this though, because in an RM setting, Magias should lose to Persians unless they play their feudal age like a beautiful son of a gun like Midu is. So we'll see if he pulls it off again. Chipmunk really loves his early walls, doesn't he? It's just like
He's building the stable also off to the side here, which I think makes sense because this is where you want your reinforcements, right, to guard your fish.
this is where you want the reinforcements.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's very early wall for Chipmunk, and he's not even committing to a full wall either because he still wants to play aggression, which is correct. So I don't know. Feels like a waste to just send the bills to wall so early when you can just the most important rest you need to defend is right here.
Yeah.
Then you just small wall your base at home.
Also, without foraging, Magyars, of course, are a bit better off in Scout and Spear Wars because they get it for free, so their spears will beat the enemy spears. So I do think if
so
like
it's
we're
eco
looking,
versus military.
yeah, I think if we do end up looking at giant amounts of military in Feudal Age, it could force a range from Chipmunk. And we
Just
saw him
two
do that in game
spears
one,
at
so
yeah, just 2 spears at the fish here. By the way, is the perfect call. So we have approximately 3 minutes. If before Persian might get their own forging and Magyar lose their advantage. Until then, Midu should be ahead. The next spear should go out and reinforce the forward scouts. Because this is a map where you actually have to constantly make scout spear. You can't stop your making of scout spear unless you really know that you're ready to pick up. Because when I played my set on Sacred Springs, my opponent had 7 spears and I just laughed as I'm in Castle Age before him. So you have to know when to stop. But in the early part, you really got to keep making those spears and scouts. It's why Kitans was banned, by the way, by what's it called? By Chipmunk. Because Kitans is actually a really good one on this as well.
Do you think that Midu forgot that he didn't research double bid axe, or do you think his plans on getting it, but made
Could be a
call
choice because he's making a lot of scout spear. Could be a choice because he's making a lot of scout spear. Maybe he's choosing to go for that because he's prioritizing unit production right now. So I would think that. Yeah, but the longer he does this, it's going to be worse for him. Is that wall? Oh, that's a hole.
He has a bill that just
Is that a hole?
decided not to walk in though. Chipmunk sees it. I don't know if he's gonna get to TC in time. I think he can block this.
Oh, there is a tree. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna block.
Oh man, he's a micro nerd. No. No.
First blood for Chipmunk. Chipmunk, by the way, up an insane amount of resources collected already.
Yeah, it goes back to the earlier discussion I talked about with the shawfish. It's such a big deal here. He really needed to send a spear forward, by the way. He needs a spear together with these scouts. Because that way you can challenge the opponent's spears on his fish. Oh, but he might get this veil pick. Go, Midu, you can do it. You can do it. No, he doesn't see it. He saw it in the last moment. No.
Yeah, it's sad for him. And Chipmunk's main...
Yeah, but the spear is not coming back, though. Oh, but there's a new spear.
Chipmunk's main base is not walled.
Yeah.
No micro on the spear from Midu. He gets 2 kills already. Oh, and he took a third hit. A third unnecessary hit. That was actually one of the best spirited scout trades I've seen in a long time. If you need it, you gotta be happy with that.
Yeah, my attention wasn't on there, so I didn't see it. We need the spears parked around the villagers. The spear should never ever chase the scouts.
Yeah, and Chipmunk overextends with the scout.
Okay, good trade here. Trades 1 scout for a bit of HP on the Chipmunk's base. So
oh, Chipmunk's falling apart right now.
Abusing that mobility.
Yeah.
Mido's veil count is falling further and further behind. It's gonna be really tricky.
His veil count's falling behind. Chipmunk's definitely ahead, but it seems to be that trying to multitask on the map has been a little bit more of a challenge for him. So he's lost more value in units, which has been big. Mr. Ollie90, thank you for the follow.
Right? He will be up first, right? I think maybe yes, no.
Yeah.
I rarely ever see this map where a player can get 2 pawns, but if you trade your units very well, you can go for 2 pawns. Thank you for the follow, by the way.
Yeah, so we've got
Blacksmith.
Alright. I have water in my hand. You can't see it, but maybe you'll hear it. I don't know.
I have water too.
Done deal.
Freshing.
Thank you for the hydration.
Wheelbarrow for Mr. Chipmunk. Do you like Black's market? Actually, market is not bad here, right? Because he doesn't need that many upgrades. Oh, there's a hole! Oh, but he retreats. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, wisely. That would have been.
Yeah, the spearman really threatened that position. And also, these are spears with forging, by the way. So yeah, they are not good.
And Midu was just late to gold again.
Midu might be up first. I thought Midu would be up later, but no, Midu might be up first. He just needs to sell like maybe 100 food and he can click up.
I think he realized he was late to gold, decided to just get wheelbarrow while he was waiting, but that's gonna cost him like a certain amount of time, and then he ended up just selling anyway. So he could have been up like basically 45 seconds or more.
Oh no, and then Chipmunk market abusers. It's going to be Carthage versus Carthage, and I don't like this. Persians has camel. I know Chipmunk from Argentina. Nice. I
think one thing that's going to kind of work out for Midu is that since they went on opposite sides of the map, it's going to be harder for Chipmunk to get a sizable army over here. I mean, he could upgrade to Lightcap, right? That might be his best bet to try to kill these villagers before Midu is into Castle himself.
So this is a tricky map. A tricky Civ to play. A tricky Civ matchup to play. Magia versus any Camel Civ. We will see if Midu will do a pike switch. Or he will stick with stables.
I think he's going to stick with stables.
He's getting his blacksmith now.
I also would expect... I'm kind of expecting Chipmunk to drop a TC right away on the middle goal. What do you think about that? Like right in the near that wood line there. It's just asking to have a town center.
I will tell you, I prefer one stable, 2 Rex, Pike Knight. That's what I would like.
But I feel like Pike Knight is more of an all-in strategy, right? Like, you gotta go for a push.
But I feel like you have to as Magia versus Persian. Like, this is such a tricky, like, matchup to play. So I feel like you kind of want to all-in a bit when you're playing this matchup.
Oh, the hill fights.
Oh, the engagement. You have to be careful with the engagement.
Yeah, Midu backs off.
It's still no double bit X here. I think Midu I've completely forgotten. This might be like
he for sure forgot.
I thought he was just saving for unit upgrades, like unit numbers just now. But yeah, he definitely forgot at this point.
That was a much better trade for
Spearman gets
Chipmunk.
so many good hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spearman got so many good hits.
I don't think he really wanted to take that engagement. Because I think at that point you just get like tab upgrading. Midu has a scout on stand ground or something. Oh, Chipmunk kind of throws some units back. There's that 2 of these scouts are incredibly low HP, so if Midu realizes that, he could just focus them down. He shouldn't lose a bill here.
By the way, Chipmunk didn't go heavy on gold, so he's struggling to produce knights now. So Midu still has a bit of chance. I don't like Midu going for light cav here.
Yeah, I would cancel it.
He should just cancel the units and just sell and maybe put a TC or maybe like... I don't know, I just don't like that he's going for light cav here, because you know you're going to be up against knights or even camel soon, so that's going to be quite tricky to play against. He only has 1 stable.
Chipmunk going for a TC on stone, I don't really like. I don't really see there's... I mean, stone and wood, so I assume he'll just go into the wood, but... Like, Persian castles, at least for me, I don't really get them until I need them, which is like probably closer towards Imperial Age. So I think...
So Midu has a 2nd stable, but I don't know where the fuck I cannot see. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm just blind as fuck. But yeah, Camel going to be out on the field. So this is actually a game where... I was saying earlier, Knight Pike.
Is there a hole here?
There is...
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, he didn't pluck it up.
Me just coming in from behind.
Mean, 3 vills. Yeah, this is the only hole in, so... if he got the surround off, then he could have traded better. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like you do Pikeman here, by the way. Like, you're up against Camel. You can't keep trading Knight versus Camel forever. It's better to squeeze in some Pike. Last time I played Gujara versus Frank, so I thought, oh okay, Gujara should win. Then when Frank went Knight Pike, it's like, I'm dead. I cannot counter this comp. It's too strong. It's actually too strong.
Midu's taking a fight here against the Spearman. I don't think this is the fight, bro.
Coming up.
He does win the fight, but I think he lost more than it was worth. And now Red gets here.
He will get some bill kills, but yeah.
I just don't think it's worth it to sacrifice. You want to keep the numbers high and running around the map and look for your opportunity, right? Because like there's gonna start being a lot more opportunities to snipe random bills here and there. So that was not worth it.
Yeah, fair enough.
In the base of Midu, he's diving town centers. He being Chipmunk, which I also don't like.
Chipmunk made a slight mistake, by the way. Generally in cavalry versus cavalry, you don't get second armor, but I guess he made a couple of camels. That's why. Because camel benefit more from armor than attack. But generally in cavalry versus cavalry, where you go for attack over armor.
There's just way too much military being thrown for bills. It's really not that worth it. Not just Midu. I think both sides have been throwing a little too much military in the name of attempting to kill bills.
Yeah. It will be a bit tricky though, because Chipmunk's about to TC the go heavy, very heavy TCs on the Persian side of the game. He needs to run.
These bills are an actual danger. Yeah, get out of there. Run, Midu. Oh, I think Chipmunk's gonna see it. Chipmunk's gonna see it just in time.
No, the night line of sight though is quite low. We may not be able to spot
Oh, it's so close. It was with 2 tiles. He's looking.
Does he have husbandry? He does have husbandry, yeah. Wow, Midu, you lucky chicken.
Yeah. That was very close. Frank Knights would have seen that, I think.
Yeah. But these are Persian Knights.
A 4th town center going down.
Midu's rally point has been really messy this game. You realize like he keeps rally pointing villagers around? Like he didn't set up properly.
Yeah, he's got 5 vills that are about to get murdered by Knights due to waypoint issues.
No, Midu. no! No, the man falls! No, the woman falls! Ah,
Oh, it's brutal.
disaster! Disaster!
I know that he's getting raided on the other side as well. This is tough.
Yeah.
Thank
goodness his camel is...
I would say at this point,
go ahead.
I think we're now looking at a necessary Night Pike push because the eco deficit is far too great, and he's gonna have a military lead because Chipmunk's throwing probably too many units for the name of killing Vills. So this is probably Midu's best opportunity to force damage. Like it feels like the game's getting pretty out of hand now at this point. Like 4 TCs, but he's already on 71 Vills, so realistically, like he actually doesn't have enough farms yet, but soon he will to keep them all running. And yeah, Midu's only on 2 TCs.
He doesn't have that much upgrades on his army also, so this is gonna be a bit tricky for Midu.
Yes, please do not throw any more knights.
He's
Just come forward and do
He's
siege.
low on his gold count. He's low on his gold count.
Oh yeah, he's really low. He doesn't have the second armor yet either, so of course, like that does play factor. And
against no fletching TCs, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, that's a Persian town center.
Still don't wanna die.
Yeah, you're not gonna take out Persian town centers.
Yeah.
And yeah, the hill being held by Chipmunk, so Midu backs off. There's not really anywhere for me to find damage at the moment.
Yeah, there's too many TCs.
Forcing
Pike
garrison.
is finally coming in. Let's go. Let's go, Midu. Night Pike Siege.
Yeah, so he's dropping another axe.
Say it with me, chat. Night Pike Siege. Oh, the woman. The woman at the bottom left. Oh, but Midu wants to take the fight.
Yeah, he's got the hill. So he'll get some good whacks in, but I don't think anything too serious.
He went all Yu-Gi-Oh on Chipmunk, and he says, "Let's duel." He takes out the sword and he batters down his opponent.
Okay, Chipmunk might be a little distracted.
The cavalry numbers are looking scary for Chipmunk. These are counter units, so they will do more damage.
Midu's gonna find some Vil kills.
But Midu's getting in some good raids on the right.
Yeah.
We need to add siege. There we go. There's
pikes.
the siege. Night Pike Siege. Night Pike Siege. Night Pike Siege. The gold numbers look a bit out of proportion right now because it's 19 on gold, but 19 on gold is fine if you're doing double knight with ram and pike. So yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's a little sloppy.
Pike don't have the pike don't have the armor though, so they will take a lot of damage from the arrow fire.
They're gonna take a lot of damage to that arrow fire either way, but I think just fighting on their town center in general is not gonna be worth it.
Yeah, not the best option. Double Rex pike. We still need to keep our army together and not dive it under the TC.
I think he just throwing too much army at this point. Just
Midu needs to embrace the ram because honestly, Night Pike ram goes so well with this ram goes better with Night Pike than Mangonel. Oh, but we are denying the castle placement.
But Red has stronger
going
military.
For the villagers. Wow, but oh my god, Chipmunk going for the extreme hamster plays, adding 2 more TCs. What? You can't even keep 4 Persian TCs running. You want to add 2 more? What the hell, man?
I think though, if Midu was crafty, he could have ran his cavalry off of the foundation, because I think he should have known that the cavalry was blocking the foundation, run that off the foundation, and then immediately snipe with Mangonel.
Yeah. Midu trying to play like the pincer kind of raid style, but that doesn't work against somebody who has like more TC than you. So even if we don't see the 2 extra TCs, 4 Persian TC is so hard to do this raiding style. It's better to like keep like one giant mass of army and then push from that angle. And now that there's a castle here, it's going to be even harder to do that because the castle will just take out so many units.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Midu can do at this point to bring it back. Like, maybe hope that Chipmunk just commits to cav units and you get enough, pikes with rams, because Imperial Age, of course, is not going to be an option for Midu. And the minute that it comes in, I'm assuming he'll go for the push. He should be aware that Red has a huge eco at this point. He knows about multiple TCs and has not really, idled the villagers, so... Yeah, I'm just expecting like a all-in Castle Age play and into an inevitable GG. Frank asks, CA for Midu would be better, right? CA for Midu would, in theory, in the late game, where he actually has 140 vills, you know, could get it done. But we're not going to be seeing CA this game.
Yeah, Midu just took so much damage in the early game. And he hemorrhaged too many units like J-Red said. Hemorrhaging so many units means that he was never quite able to pull up this really huge ball of military that could help him kill the opponent. So he got a lot of Veil kills, but not enough to really consider throwing away the army. Like J-Red said, he got good value out of the military, but it wasn't enough because he needs more than value. He needs to fucking kill TCs. He needs to kill stables. He needs to destroy shit, not just kill a bunch of vills. Persian is fine if you kill a bunch of vills. They just boom even more hardcore behind it.
Yep.
And it's gonna be Cavalier first.
The
So
yellow. I told you as soon as Imperial Age comes in, he's going for the push. I'm curious to see what happened. I don't think it'll work, but maybe he'll kill a lot of military. Oh, he on Garrison's a little early, I think.
Okay, yeah. No, the camera are coming. Time to ungarrison now. Okay, good. Yeah. So this is what should have happened 10 minutes ago. But because he hemorrhaged so much army, opponent is in imp. He doesn't get the upgrades yet because he's still researching. But yeah, way more army. He could reproduce way better. It's 2-1. But Midu will be happy with the 2-1.
Yeah.
GG's.
When's the set? Is Midu? I don't know what the standings are, so I don't want to do spoilers, but I feel like he's looking good, right? I know he lost it one set, but...
Midu will be good. I think Midu finishes first in his group, I believe.
Damn, Midu.
Check the challenge.
Yeah, I guess I'll pull that up also.
Okay, wrong division. Sorry. Shout out to Emerald Jar, by the way, for making it through. Oh, Soko is true too. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, I just saw Div 3. Oh my god. Look at this.